We don't care about losers. We care about winning because we're fucking winners.
Last week, you guys, the markets looked like a frickin' battlefield. Trump dropped that giant terrorist bomb on us, and then we've had about billions vanish within minutes. If you saw the last video, we kind of went over how we avoided that, and traders were left reeling, except for us on this channel, because we use stop losses and we're consistently good traders. Now, while panic did spread across the charts, XRP did pull off one of the boldest freaking comebacks ever. I did miss buying it because I've been traveling out here, but oh my God, it's one of the most beautiful ones this year. And it did go after stabilization up all the way to about $2.58. It clawed back about nearly $30 billion, you guys, in market value, right? And that was powered by a lot of heavy institutional buying and a lot of pure conviction from retailers like us. So what did flip the switch? And more importantly, can XRP actually push towards $3? Stick with me because I'm gonna break it all down step by step. We're gonna go through the article, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss an update. But before I zoom in, let's look at where things stand right now, right? Let's pull up the charts and let's look at it, and we'll go over some of my trades that I had. But we can see BTC today is nearly hovering at around 115. From that crash, it has now at least regained back 8%. Ethereum did about the same thing, not that much, or obviously it's not going to be that big of a number, but it gained back more than BTC did. And I'll show you guys what I mean by that, because Ethereum did roughly 18%, but the real giant that we love, right? And we really, really love, look at this, you guys, this bad boy went all the way from $1 up to that. If you had capitalized in XRP, I didn't get in any of these longs. I was actually asleep. I do wish I had, but I don't feel bad about it at all because we never just want to be in a random trade. We want to be in the right trades, but it did regain about 163% in damn near 2 days, right? So what actually happened, right? Now, let's rewind. So President Trump dropped that 100% tariff declaration on Chinese exports. And then within minutes, that market crashed. That's where we're getting those big wicks, right? Now, roughly 19 billion in crypto liquidation hit the tape almost instantly, which affected exchanges nationwide, right, worldwide. And XRP in itself got crushed right along with everything else. And it literally lost half of its value, if not more. But here's what is interesting. Instead of fading into panic, XRP order books started getting filled up with institutional flows. Wells were stepping in, scooping up mad liquidity at $2.37 and so forth. And then within hours, the reversal fully began. And then by the close, XRP had staged about 8.5% rebound within that next hour, and it reclaimed its key technical structure that we've been watching. And you guys, the numbers don't lie. Like, let's break it down really, really clean. Trading range has recently been from $2.37 up to about $2.59, which is only a 9% swing, which is very normal during these crazy volatile times. So understand that's a good thing. The volume exploded, right, to about 276.8 million, which is about more than 2 times the daily average. And then we've got now support finally confirmed at $2.37. And that's where it feels like smart money is defending it, where we've got resistance sitting around $2.59. And if I actually pull up the chart direct, you can see we're still sitting here. We broke above that resistance a bit, but not that much. And then that support is sitting at around $2.30, right? Through the technical breakdown, what we can really see here is we have a very, very, very nice channel forming. And the good news is the channel is forming towards the uptrend, right? So you don't want to necessarily be looking for shorts. And if you do, that's fine. Just have a tight stop loss. Obviously not financial advice, but I do love trading. So I'm always going to give you guys my ideas on what I'm going to do. Completely up to you how you want to trade, if you're a swing or a day trader, but a lot of my strategies tend to be day trading. Now, in this case, we have an upswing. We can see that here. And from the last bottom of the channel, we had about an 11% increase. So the technicals right now do show us that we are on an uptrend. And realistically, as long as we can break this area of $2.80, we are right back up to where we started before Trump caused all this paranoia and hell for every one of us. And actually, let me show you guys some of the trades I took this weekend. And this is the best way to think about trading, right? We did this all within the craziness of the weekend. I wish I would have been here for after it, but I had to travel. So I probably could could have made a lot more because it is now in a perfect channel, and channels are really easy to trade. But we had taken about 4 or 5 trades. We had made 400, and then this one we made about 1,400, and then we took 3 more. They did take losses, but that's okay, right? Because we lost 2, 4, 600, but we made 1,800. So over the weekend, we basically net profitable at around $1,100. And you guys, we did it throughout this entire craziness of it all. All of our trades were in this area. Just what happened here was a crow short that got screwed, a BTC short that got screwed, and then a Solana long that got screwed, which is totally okay, totally normal. I am gonna leave the BTCC link below. You guys can do the same thing as me. I've got the link there, but the reason I like that link is you're gonna get a 10% deposit bonus on whatever you deposit. So definitely use the hell out of that to your advantage. They let you actually use that first to trade before actually using your own money. And that's a very valuable way to kind of just get used to it and understand how the system works. And don't hesitate, watch some of my previous videos. I do really break down why I use BTCC and how to use it, right? But my current game plan with the market is I'm going to wait a little bit to see if we get a full breakout or if we get a breakdown. If we get a breakdown, we're going to be looking for some shorts, and the shorts are going to be 100% right here. My guess is that we're not going to sustain above this resistance that we've had a while back that looks like it might be support. But if it doesn't hold that momentum to go to the upside, I am assuming we're going to make it down to the bottom of the channel, and we're going to be able to ride that channel for some scalps easily throughout the week, especially because the markets do open in the US here in the next 3 hours, I believe. So when these markets open, we're going to have some heavy volatility. So don't be in the market unless you have a plan or you have some good stop losses set up. You just don't want to put yourself at huge risk, because that actually will burn out your account faster than anything else. Now, if these numbers hold and we hold above that 59, I'm going to chase up for a long, right? And my goal with that long is to see if I can ride the wave up, right? Because if it does, we're literally looking at making it back to $3.10, specifically because that was a huge support before. That is now probably going to be resistance, which is exactly what happens within the market. Now, besides this, stocks are all in the deep red, right? They're all in the deep red. And do understand, volatility is our opportunity, but risk management, like I said, is the most important thing. So make sure you've got your stop losses and you're managing that really well. But I say that because it's also in stocks, they're also still in the deep red. The Fed's tone is kind of softened a bit, but it's not enough for us to like shift the risk appetite yet. And meanwhile, crypto is right now showing us resilience, you guys, which could actually mean that capital is finally rotating from stocks over to crypto. And this ETF chatter that keeps happening is having inflows come steady. And if that momentum holds, XRP could literally outperform all of these things in the quarter. Now, my final words, after a 50% wipeout and a $30 billion recovery, you guys, XRP is proving to all of us that volatility can cut both ways. And if the bulls can hold above 257 to 259, I'm assuming we're going to get to 270 to $3, and I'll be trying to get these longs in, right? But if that doesn't hold, we'll probably get back down to about 210, 220, just until that next bottom support point that we have. But the most important thing, you need to stay sharp, you need to stay patient, and you need to trade your setup, not the hype. Okay? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys don't miss these updates. I really want to make sure you have the best opportunity in the market, just because trading can be difficult if you're doing it alone. But I love doing it. I'll be doing it every day, and I'll be trying to post as much content as I can since you guys keep asking. Thank you so much for the follow. I will see you guys on the next video. Stay diligent today because of the volatility that's going to occur. And if there isn't much volatility, just be patient, because maybe the market hasn't reacted to everything that's happening, or maybe they're just waiting to hear what Trump says today. All right, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.